What is going on, everybody? We're here, we're live, and it is a Jay and Ryan Friday. We were a little bit late because I was like yelling about something before we went live.
It's quite entertaining.
It's not Jay's fault. I didn't know it was going to be me and Jay today. I thought it might be Jeremy and myself. I wasn't quite sure, but I showed up and it was Jay, so I could not have been more excited to know it was going to be a Jay and Ryan Friday.
3
Ryan
days
Friday
in a row for me.
3 days.
Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, and today. 3 days in a row for daily.
Putting in that work.
Putting it in.
Yeah.
Just sitting here laughing.
Nothing like putting it in. Have you been enjoying Agatha all along, Jay? I saw you posted a review.
It's not made for me at all. There's nothing in there that has anything to do with Marvel, in my humble opinion.
Right. What do you mean it's not made for you? Are you implying that you're not a fucking 40-year-old cat lady or a sexually confused 22-year-old non-binary person? Because to me, those
I don't even have a cat anymore. I used to have a cat. Yeah, no, it's not.
Until you went down to Haiti, right?
Yeah. I didn't see no cats in Hades, that's for sure. Never once. I think I saw one on a farm. That's about it.
You can think about that in a couple ways, right? It's not like there's a whole lot of like extra random food for, animals or pets or anything like that in Haiti. Like, just being frank and honest. So the idea of having a bunch of, stray animals that they might not be able to. There's already people taking every scrap they can there.
Yeah. Was that like, if you go like way south or way north in the country, they actually have like citrus farms and coffee farms, but they're guarded with people with weapons. So that's about it. But no, Agatha was
people come in and take those trees like, hey, look at all the lemons or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
And then they'll take the lemons and then they'll chop the fucking trees down because they need wood to burn so they don't die. Like, that's how things work down there.
Yeah, that's it. Pretty much how it is. But the Agatha thing, like episode 2, I think they could have combined both the episodes into just one. It just seems like they're just stretching it out. And the crazy thing is, what I read is like Disney releases 2 episodes to try to draw people in to make sure that they watch the series. They've done that on a couple of these series in hopes that people will be hooked and want to tune in for the next one. Kind of like actually the last few series they've done on Disney Plus, just trying to get people hooked in. I can't miss another episode. I gotta watch. But I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that'll be the case with Agatha. I get it. They tried to release it around Halloween, I guess, to get the spooky vibes in there. But I completely agree with Alan from Film Threat, where he said it shouldn't be called Agatha. It should be called like Hocus Pocus 3 or something. Like, nothing to do with Marvel. So, and now the rumor's out that Agatha is going to appear in some of the Marvel films. So this is the big buildup for her power. I am glad that Mephisto.
We hear about every single one of these characters.
That's
like,
true.
Any of them that exist in there, like, failed. Oh, rumor is She-Hulk's going to make an appearance in this fucking movie.
And they never do, yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll see, I suppose.
I guess the one thing I was looking for is the other Audrey's character. Like, I just was like, the big rumor was that she was going to be Mephisto. So thank God that's not true. She's actually like the green.
We don't know anything about that character. I heard she could be Mephisto's daughter.
That's a possibility. So
I think that it's funny because the first 20 minutes when they're doing like the whole stupid detective thing, it made me think, you know what? I would kind of like a random movie set in the Marvel universe with just like some fucking detectives who in a world with superheroes and a world with mutants and stuff like this, who kind of just get like wrapped up in a story and are like trying to investigate and like discover something. I would kind of like that. not like Agents of Shield, where it's like, hey, these are the fucking police force of Shield, but they're working with the no, just like random ass fucking people. I would kind of like that, but I don't know. Very quickly that ended. It felt
They don't have they can't be creative on that. And that's the thing, like, when we were talking about possibly adding, they have to I just feel like they have to find eventually in this series what they constantly do. They will find something, either episode 5, the ones that the reviewers didn't get to see early, or 7 or whatever. They'll have a nostalgia jingle somewhere. Wanda will show up. Someone will show up that
they've
everyone
already
will be
had
like,
Wanda, she's all over like this one. They're not
yeah, I
showing
mean,
her, but
I get it,
yeah.
but I was just like the character, like I just feel like they will do something, just kind of like they threw Plagueis in Acolyte, they threw Yoda in at the end for whatever reason. So it wouldn't surprise me if like Captain America makes an appearance or something, just to get validation for the show, or just
What
to
about the
get people
song? What do you think of
talking.
the
I don't
song?
know, like what.
What do you think of the song?
To be honest, I fast forwarded it a little bit. So, like, once I got to that part, it was just like lesbian witches singing. And now they've released it on Spotify for people to enjoy all the spooky season long.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. They're like it is like an actual released song, which is why it's kind of tough to get through copyright because it's
yeah.
not like music is fucking there's like multi different levels of copyright shit. Music is some of the most difficult stuff to if it appears at all, sometimes it'll get claimed. And that's what they're doing with that one. But I was
Well,
able to get mine through my
I
my
didn't play it.
reaction that I did. You don't like Down the
I just took,
Witch's Road or whatever it's
yeah,
called?
I just took screenshots of, whatever. Down the Richest Road. Which song was better though? The Acolyte lesbian witch song, or this one? Which one do you
The
which
so
which one do you like better?
The Acolyte is more of a chant, you know? This one is, like, truly a song, you know?
The Acolyte had dance moves though.
Yeah, they were, like, swaying and fucking doing all their weird shit. That was, like, a weird chant cult, like, getting possessed thing. This is just, like, a very diverse group of women in their 50s or above, you know,
Apparently they're
harmonizing.
all lesbians. Like, apparently they're all lesbians.
I don't know if they all are, but a
I'm gonna
good
go with that
a
theory
good
until
portion of
proven
them are.
otherwise.
Yeah, a good portion of them certainly are. This is the gayest Marvel show ever, Jay, so
I know, that's why
it'd
I'm
be a
like,
great assumption to make.
but yeah, like, but no, Audrey's character is, I looked it up. It's Rio Vidal, and that's supposed to be the Green Witch in the comics. So if that's an older, I mean, pretty powerful character, but I don't really know that much about it. But I just tried because I just did not want Mephisto to be anywhere near the series, but
That was, like,
given
the
the
big rumor in WandaVision, right? The entire time, people
yeah,
are looking for every sign of Mephisto, and then this show is like, "Who's Mephisto?"
it's basically the devil of Marvel.
Yeah.
He's the devil. So, but again, I'm
Who's
waiting
the P.
for
Diddy of Marvel?
I predict episode 5 or 7, we will have some dingleberries. That's what we'll have. That's my prediction. Episode 5, they'll be like, "Oh my god, did you see that?
So, like, a member berry would
It was
be
Doctor Doom."
so what would qualify as a dingleberry, right? Member berries could be like, "Oh, look, a Tony Stark reference. Oh, look, a Chris Evans Captain America." But you're saying the
I'm
current
saying
phase,
a
current iteration of
physical.
Marvel, those member berries are
Yeah,
dingleberries?
they're dingleberry. They're stupid. Yeah, they make
It's
no sense.
there's a lot of racial connotations there, Jay.
Is it? I thought dingleberries were like the I thought it was like the toilet paper that just hangs on your butt when you after you wipe. I
Or
thought that's
the
what that
little
was.
pieces of shit that hang on your butt.
That's what I thought. That's why I would
David
call it that.
Cushmore for 199 asks a lot of questions right in a row. Are they going to make Bad Company 3? Will they make Mortal Kombat 13 soon? Are they going to make Dead or Alive 6, I think? Will they make Saints Row 5? I don't know. I can't tell you about some of these. Not 100% sure, but I think some of those they probably will. David, I hope that answers your questions. Dom H is wearing the same shirt that Jay's wearing. That is actually Dom's shirt that Jay ripped off his fucking back when he saw him at a convention.
Well, Dom lost a lot of weight, man. Congratulations. So now I can wear a shirt. I unfortunately haven't.
Good job, Dom.
Good on you,
he
Dom.
Actually encouraged Dom. It was like Jeremy likes to label himself a grifter. That's why Jeremy encouraged Dom to lose weight so he could buy more merch. The whole plan.
That's a great plan.
Jeremy sees people that are overweight. He encourages them to get skinny. When he sees skinny people, he encourages them to get fat. So they have to buy more Geeks and Gamers merch. That's the strategy. So just be careful. You're not one of those people.
Oh, here we go. Hold on a second.
I have some sunglasses. Hold on.
These are my favorite super chats, by the way. Send them all show.
Ryan Shatner's The Classics for 10. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. I cannot confirm that last sentence, but thank you.
That was beautiful, man.
Thank you, Ryan Shatner.
How did I get started? I don't even know the lore behind that.
You ever seen Shatner do that shit?
Yeah,
like where he
I've
does
seen it. But how did it get tied to you?
I think it's because people kept putting in lyrics and I would refuse to sing them.
Like
the way they wanted me to. So I would just do it or just say it. And then I think that created that account.
Hey, Ryan, like I got the play button I showed you earlier. It's a smaller version.
Maybe your head is just really fucking massive, Jay. Maybe that's a possibility.
I put a picture of it next to my spoon.
It's the same size as all the other ones, but that's just...
It's not the same size. It's small. Yeah. But I got it. There you go. Look at that.
There you go.
I don't know.
Good job, Jay. Congratulations.
Yeah. I'll put it somewhere.
Your life's achievement.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
It's cool.
Nurgle, a drunk 3PO meme. Hi, Jay. Keep them coming. What does this mean?
So yesterday we were talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I said, I was talking quickly and I said Teenage Mutant Ninja Nurgles. And so it just became a thing. I don't know. I tried to just bulldoze it over and I messed that up. Let's just keep going. And,
yeah, that's interesting. Spirian with a super sticker. Thank you, Spirian. We're also live as always over on Rumble. We got a $50 super chat, Rumble rant, I should say, over on Rumble. Mark of Reality for $50. Another day of woke devs trying to get people pissed at each other because chaos brings in socialism and have it replaced by communism because it worked so well all the other times. Thank you, Mark of Reality, for that big Rumble rant. Shout out. And thank you for the people that are always watching us over on Rumble. Andre CR for 5,000. It's the F team. F for forehead. I feel represented. Yeah,
enjoy
dude, my
it.
hair is so fucking long. Like the sides are just like so.
Get a haircut, hippie.
I need to.
Yeah.
I've been busy. I've been busy the past week.
Why don't you do the Jeremy cut?
Do it myself? Yeah, basically put a hat on and shave the sides. I'm good, thanks. I'd rather it all fall out than that happen.
The day I realized he did that, I was like, what the freak is wrong with you, man?
Bro, you never know. Like when Jeremy takes his hat off, you never know what it's going to look like. It could all be the same length as what's on the side. It could be like a fucking kind of Jufro type of look to it. Like you never know what is going to be under Jeremy's hat.
I think someone should. He's got a PO box. Someone needs to find him a Floby and just let him. I feel more comfortable knowing that he's using a Floby instead of just.
That still doesn't fix it. He's still doing it himself.
That's true, but it's at least
That's
it's
still
got a
the issue.
guide.
Yeah, that's still the problem. I feel like you just grow up in a trailer park. I feel like that's just second nature. Like, your damn hair's too long. I'll fix it, Mom. Quit fucking complaining. Fucking run around barefoot, stepping on glass and like old cigarettes and shit. That's what I imagine Jeremy's life is like. What up, Manurgles? Says Black Kane.
Kane, what's up, man?
Do-rag Bob Iger. I need a do-rag. It'll assert dominance. I'll wear one. Did Jay see the new Yasuka pirate game trailer?
I have not. I don't even know where to watch it at. I do know this. Talking about pirates, yesterday was Talk Like a Pirate Day, and it is weird. You saw like the Skeleton Crew pictures where it's like
pirate.
They're going like full pirate with Steve Urkel as a pirate in that show and all that stuff. You saw all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then now apparently they just reported that they're going to make another live action on top of it. Of course, rumors fly all over the place that Star Wars is going to work on a pirate series, space pirate series.
Like that isn't very surprising. Do you remember? I know everyone forgets everything about Mandalorian season 3 because it was literally hot fucking garbage. All you retards love Favreau and Filoni for some reason. Mando season 3, hot fucking garbage. But you remember they specifically introduced that pirate crew and stuff like that near the beginning of that of that show. Of that
I don't
season.
remember, but yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, like that was all supposed to tie in.
Wait, didn't they die though? Wasn't like
those pirates were supposed to tie in, that like group of pirates were supposed to tie in to things that were going to happen potentially in Skeleton Crew and after Skeleton Crew. So it's not really too surprising to me.
Sounds great.
I mean, haven't you you don't want to see pirates in space?
I mean, I think
you don't want to see butt pirates making pirates in space.
I think the closest thing to pirates in space in Star Wars was like Han Solo, and like those were that's all it needed. It didn't need to go that extra. I mean, like, did you even see the weapons? It looks like a flintlock gun, man.
I would be down for some like an actual kind of fucking dark, gritty, very morally gray smugglers.
It would that's better for me, like smugglers. Like, but when you come out and just like you dress them as a pirate, you put flintlock laser guns on their hips. It's like it's just weird, man. Like I don't get it. Like that's just
I'm not very invested in what happens in Skeleton Crew, like very clearly. Obviously, we know that Star Wars originally targeted towards, 12, 13-year-old boys, but obviously accessible to everybody as a story.
Yeah.
Skeleton Crew seems to me something very clearly is targeted towards a younger demographic. I'm not going to be very invested in Skeleton Crew at all.
And again, I've said this a million times. I thought that is exactly what Disney Plus was going to do with Star Wars. It's shows like that. Like, that's all. Cartoons and things, but
instead of $200 million project.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
Mo Zamboni, Rye J Friday. Let's fucking go.
What's up, Mo?
It's very gay, Mo. Tobias Nexus for 5. Apparently ABF made even more folks suffer with another happy watch party. So I spent my night serving the Emperor and finishing the Tyranids.
Watch party.
Probably for Rings of Power.
I haven't even seen a second of that season 2.
It's bad. It's pretty bad. But have you heard, Jay,
is it worse than the first one? Or it's just piling up? It's just shoveling crap on top of crap, pretty much.
The first couple episodes, here's what I would say. It might be worse from like a lore perspective. I think that at least the first couple episodes had a little bit less cringe than some of the parts of the first season, but quickly that's starting to pile up. I have not watched the most recent episode. I do need to watch it before FNT. Thank God I thank God I was able to watch I Am Racist to get something of a palate cleanser.
Did
Or
you like
sorry,
it?
did I say Am I Racist? I keep mixing those up for some reason. I did. I thought Am I Racist? It's pretty funny. I don't think it's as funny as What is a Woman, but I think it's kind of more important because although we're even going to talk about weirdos, the gender ideology freaks out there, we're going to talk about them a little today when it comes to Dragon Age Veilguard. But I don't think that that type of shit is as pervasive across the board in every aspect of society, whether you're talking about entertainment, whether you're talking about education, whether you're talking about through every single corporate structure as DEI is. Like
Mm.
that shit is literally being taught everywhere in the military, in every school program, in
Yeah.
every business. It's everywhere. So I think it's like a much more important issue
Does he go
to
into like
talk
critical
about.
race theory and all that stuff?
A little bit,
Or
yeah.
is it all just it's pretty much all
What it's
connected?
mostly
So
about, it's Matt Walsh, pretending that he realized starts asking himself the question, wait, am I actually a racist? So he starts digging into these books from these people that are meant to make white people feel like shit. And he's like trying to learn more about it and sit in on these lectures from people and these workshops from people talking about their white guilt and how bad it's been for black people and stuff. And as he does that, he counts up all the money that these people charge to go on their tours to try to tell people why we need DEI and why white people have been so awful for years. He pays $30,000 to get this one speaker to come there and talk to people about this or that. He pays $50,000 for the woman who claims that her children were ignored by that like
the
Sesame
Sesame
Street
Street?
character
Yeah.
because they were black and shit like that. It is really funny and it really exposes this entire industry that's been built off of these people race baiting.
That's the
Um,
thing is like how do they get these people to I mean, I'd love to see like the behind the scenes on. I guess
he says he's making a movie. He says he's making a movie about it. They just think he's on their side.
so I'm assuming they had to sign something
I
because
imagine, but yeah,
yeah.
I imagine. But I wanted to get into this Space Marine 2 thing since Tobias brought that up. Jay, I am not in my normal spot. I'll be back. This will be my last daily where I'm not back at my
From jail.
setup. So I do plan on playing Space Marine 2 as soon as I get home, which will be nice. But I haven't been able to play yet, but there's been a lot of discussions and talk about Space Marine 2, especially after the CEO of the company that made Space Marine 2 decided to leave a comment, a reaction to Asmongold's reaction to a Legendary Drops video. A video that was effectively saying, hey, Space Marine 2, it feels like a throwback game. It reminds us of where gaming used to be and why so many people fell in love with it. Just a place to go, detach, get immersed in this world, not focus on real world, modern day identity politics bullshit. Just have fun, right? Who leaves this comment? Matthew Karsh. Hey, man, CEO of Saber here. I love your videos. When we signed the deal to make Space Marine 2, all I wanted was a throwback game. We had the chance to work on something which, by its nature, was old school. I can't even comprehend many of the current games we play these days. They're too complex and too much of an investment. We worked on Halo back in the day. That game could be distilled down to the simplest of shooting loops, but it was entirely addicting. That is what we wanted to recapture. I hope games like Space Marine 2 and Wukong are the start of a reversion to a time when games were simply about fun and immersion. I spent some time as COO at Embracer, and I saw games there that made me want to cry with their overblown attempts at messaging or imposing morals on gamers. We just want to do some glory kills and get the heart rate up a little. For me, that's what games should be about. Now,
What
of
a
course,
wonderful response.
I know, right? But of course, this is like just a random YouTube channel, right? It was created several months ago. It's got the name, but
Just to comment on people talking about his game, pretty much, I'm assuming, or watch.
Maybe, but people were sure, like, is this the guy? Is this the
Mm.
actual CEO of Sabertoon? Of course, the media, they demanded to know. They immediately reached out to Saber Interactive. Is this your CEO? Tell us if this is your CEO or not. And Saber Interactive refused to comment. Just refused to give a yes or a no. We have no comment on this. And that kind of just triggered these people more. Saber won't say whether their CEO wrote this highly baity comment about games imposing morals on gamers. Well, the Saber CEO confirmed without confirming that, yes, it is indeed him. Because over on his LinkedIn, he was asked about it, replying to another LinkedIn post, which contains a screenshot of the original YouTube reply under the heading, "One of the coolest things I've read recently." Matthew Karsh, the actual Matthew Karsh, says, "Whoever wrote that seems pretty sharp." And another person that works at Saber Interactive says, "I can confirm he's the best." So yes, it is him. But Saber is not going to give these fucking people in the media the time of day to
Good.
deal with their bullshit. And that has just made them freak out all the more. You've got Kotaku's of the world pissed off about the entire thing. You've got IGN, Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 developers, Saber Interactive won't say whether or not a controversial comment is from its CEO. And of course,
Controversial? Saying I want games to be fun?
that's what the community note says. Clickbait title for a clickbait article. Fun and immersive is not controversial.
Yes.
It's great, dude. We're just seeing like a meltdown over it from the people in the media. Because those are the only people that want the status quo to remain that way.
Oh, snap. Ryan is now a community note writer.
I am? What do you
Isn't
mean?
that how you're able to rate that?
I think everyone can rate it.
Oh,
It appears
I
when rated
apologize.
helpful by others, but I've never applied for that. I don't know anything about community notes, so I don't know if everyone has this or not, but I am not one of the people that, at least that I know of, that can go around and
I
do community
applied
note
and I
stuff.
got it within 3 minutes.
No, I don't. I've never
So I can
applied.
write community notes on stuff.
Bro, I don't have enough time for that shit. I
I
don't
have
even
never
tweet.
done.
I never even fucking tweet. I'm not gonna have go
Yeah,
around fucking community noting
I have
people's
never
shit.
done that, but it's neat.
But I did make a post the other day. Um, for the first time, I don't know, my like once a week post, and it was about Dave Filoni. But anyway, it's so funny to see because the people, the activists in the media, and the woke activists that have invaded gaming, they are the ones who want the status quo to remain the same and continue to push their woke ideology down everyone's throats. They don't want it to be just about fun. They want it to be about pushing a message. And a simple response to an Asmongold reaction video by the CEO now has the media very, very upset. I can only imagine it's a matter of time until they start running hit pieces on the person, on the game itself, and blah, blah, blah. We've seen it over and over.
Gaming journalists, man, they just the worst of the worst. I just like that. There was like, if I saw that post, you just kind of like, all right, that's cool, great response, and you move along. My bad. I have like fun. I want to be fun and entertained and not preach to like some other game out there that wants you to have like trans scars, like I don't even know what the name of that game is, but
We're going to
apparently
talk about that today.
that's
Dragon Age, the Veilguard.
yeah, it's I just seen that making the rounds and I'm like, God, this is where we are now. Like you could put the top surgery scars on your characters and feel happy like, hey, that's part of my character's life now.
I think character customizations are cool and the idea that you can do so many things. Something like that, it's not about, oh, all the options for good. That is about a fucking agenda and a fetish thing. It's
Yeah,
fucking weird, bro. The idea that you are now
very
putting top surgery scars
on like
on your
aliens and stuff, right? Like
bro.
what is this? That's got to be peak weirdness, man. Oh man, I don't get it. I just don't get it. They
We're
should
gonna
make
get
a
into
game
that in a little bit.
specifically for like these weird people that want all this sexual fetish stuff and just let them just here you go. Here's your game. Go play that and leave the rest of us alone. I don't know. Probably wouldn't.
This is my one tweet I'll put out this week because I saw this post about Dave Filoni. Skeleton Crew co-creator John Watts hints at how Dave Filoni operates as chief creative officer of Lucasfilm. What's great about working at Lucasfilm is they'll let you know if you've gone outside the boundaries. Dave Filoni is our goalkeeper. Yeah. Like, Dave Filoni's been involved in everything that's been fucking created there, even before his big official promotion. Talk about this all the time. Deborah Chow, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Who did she say was like the most influential person in her touchstone when it came to canon or when it came to question about Star Wars or story problems that she was working through? It was Dave fucking Filoni, which means like we're talking about when did Kenobi come out? May of 2022, right? It was a little over 2 years ago, which means it was being filmed in 21. Like the dude has been doing this stuff and he's been involved with these shows long before his official promotion got announced and released to everyone. That's the role he's had. This is the motherfucker who was in there in the aftermath of the release of Force Awakens while The Last Jedi was still being developed. He is the one that was sitting there in the room with all these other executives at Lucasfilm and saying, you know, I think there's something really powerful about the matriarchy subverting the patriarchy in Star Wars. It would be such a shock to the audience. Like, that's Dave Filoni who is saying these things. And anyone that's been like fooled or tricked otherwise, I don't know what you've been paying attention to. The people that have tried to cope about his shows, fucking Ahsoka. Ahsoka was abysmal. And if it wasn't for Acolyte, Ahsoka would have the weakest ratings we ever saw in a Star Wars project. And I think if it wasn't Dave Filoni's little pet project, I don't think we'd be seeing an Ahsoka season 2. But I think Ahsoka season 2 is very important to the lead up to all these fucking movies and other events. So of course we're gonna get an Ahsoka season 2, even though it performed like shit. What a fucking horrendous season of television Ahsoka was from Dave Filoni. A lot of people fucking made every excuse in the world for it too. Whereas if his name hadn't been on it, a lot of the fucking people that tried to excuse that probably wouldn't have, but who knows if they just are going to shift whichever way the fucking wind's blowing at that given time. Who knows?
So I think his movie is going to be the culmination of all the series coming together.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be nothing but jangling all the series. There's Ahsoka, there's Mando. Let's throw Luke in there.
Bro, it's gonna be like they want it to be like Avengers Endgame, right?
Yes,
they totally want like bum 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 bum
on your left.
Luke's X-wing flies in. Bum 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 bum. The Millennium Falcon and CGIGH motherfuckers. Like that's what they want to do, right? Who are all coming in to help fucking Din Djarin and Baby Yoda.
And, they tried that in
that's what they want, dude. And while Thrawn sits there and is like, "Oh no, I have miscalculated." That's what they want it to be.
That's what they want. They would love to have Star Wars to have that reaction. I think they tried that in the Rise of Skywalker. Wait, what was that last one called? I can't remember. That's how bad it was.
Rise of Skywalker. When Billy D. Williams randomly gets together a 10,000 ship fleet out of nowhere.
Yeah, and he's like, it's the same thing. It was the same thing on your left, Poe. Poe's like, I'm sorry, we lost. On your left, Poe. Same thing. It's the Avengers. They showed up with every ship they found in like the back closet. With an appearance of Wedge Antilles, just like shooting guns. We're all here. And then to make it even cooler, they threw in Star Tours. Star Tours now helps if you ride the ride.
Bro, that's what it's going to be. That last thing, it's going to be Thrawn's this big threat. The fucking New Republic's been forced to do this. You've got Ahsoka, you've got Ezra, you've got Baby Yoda, Din Djarin, Bo-Katan, all these characters that are like in the Mandoverse right now. And then in the last like 5 or 10 minutes, Luke and Han and Leia are going to show up somehow, help fucking fight the battle. They're going to land. They're going to get in a big circle. And it's just going to be Luke being like, you know, you really would have made my dad proud or something. Or no, she'll tell Luke you would have made your dad proud. And he's like, I'm nothing compared to you, Ahsoka. Without you, this
Are
galaxy
we gonna
would have
get
been
Ghost?
destroyed. And like Han will just be like, looks like the galaxy's in pretty good hands with all you folks here. And Leia will be like, come on, Han, let's go back. Our son's being a little angsty. And Luke's like, I've got a problem for that. Like ignites his lightsaber and they walk off, but only after validating all the other characters. Like that's what's 100% what's going to
at the very end.
happen.
Can we get Ghost Anakin just sitting going?
Yes,
nodding his head.
Bro, Ghost Anakin, like Luke and Ahsoka will turn and Ghost Anakin will just be like,
yes, Disney, pull the trigger.
Da 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 da. Yeah, exactly. That's 100% what they're gonna do.
It's gonna be great.
Anyway,
I love it.
They like those characters are gonna be brought in for a short time to put over these characters.
It's that lazy writing.
Dubby Nanners for $50.
Hey, Dubby.
I miss Total Biscuit in times like these. We need more reviewers like him. He cared about the things gamers love, like FOV sliders and optimization. Not shit slop that EA, Ubisoft, Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda, and any other piece of shit AAA game. Thank you, Dubby Nanners. Thank you for the big $50, Dubby.
Thanks.
And yeah, RIP Total Biscuit. I think we're all caught up over on Rumble. Let's get through some more of these. Steve Fitch for Canadian 5. Jay, congratulations on receiving your well-deserved YouTube button. Remember, it's not about the size that matters.
Nah. I use green screen anyway, so no one would. I don't even know where I'll put this. Next up, History of Pirates. That's the one that I really want. So
it'll be even smaller by then.
Probably just a. You know what? They sent you all this too, right? A card from like whoever's in charge, so you get
it's a letter being like, congratulations, your hard work and dedication. It'll vary depending.
There's my letter of congratulations.
Oh shit, no, I got a full letter, bro. You got a business card. No, then we get like a full form letter. I got mine from Susan still. RIP.
Mine's from Rick.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, you know, that's actually funnier than it being like that much smaller. They downgraded you from an actual letter to a business card.
Yeah, phone.
Like with font small enough to be in like the Santa Claus or something.
What else is in here?
You got a phone? What?
No, foam. They also sent me, hey, recognize your team. Buy some more plaques for other people.
Yeah, that looks the same. Yeah.
All right. Well,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Maddening. Have a good weekend, gentlemen. Thanks for the entertainment. Hey, you're welcome. Gary's Beard Dingleberries. What are you talking about? Average Welder for 10. Oh, damn. I tuned in. Jay's hosting today. I guess I will be called to troll him for giving advice on a video game. Anyways,
I didn't call you a troll. All right. I didn't call you one. It was the chat. It was the chat. I thought we made up. I thought we were fine. I apologize. I think you're a good dude.
I don't know what's going on. Mark of Reality. Don't forget to check your rants. We got that one. Mark of Reality. Thank you for the big $50 Rumble rant. Bruce Leroy Jenkins for 2. Jeremy, homosexual. That's all. Gunner, 1-2. Is this thing on? I couldn't hear you. Please repeat that. Jason Yankovic for 2. At least you messed up Turtles and not Ninja.
Oh, yeah.
That's very true. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure for 5. Jay's the kind of guy who volunteers to help someone change a tire and decides to get his friends to change it instead while he films it.
It was a good donut.
In defense of Jay, it was not his idea. It was Jeremy's idea to fucking change the tire for this hopeless piece of shit that we should have left stranded.
I was like, I don't want to do that.
Like,
plus, all right, here's the other thing too. When Ryan's on top of things, you kind of want to like he needs the cone a buffer, right? You don't want to be like all up in his business while he's doing something.
Yeah,
That
like
is a
I don't. Yeah, like
no no.
if I'm doing something, I don't want help.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was the other thing. All right. That's all I'm saying. Like Ryan has started. Jeremy was all up in their business, like in Ryan's business, and I was like, it's best for me to just walk away and do what I do best: eat a donut. So
Jeremy's like, yeah, I got this NASCAR jack in my fucking pickup truck. Blah blah. Fucking so excited. The damn thing's so fucking big, it doesn't even fit in between the curb and the car.
the funniest part was
My fucking
for
Tom
like a
Brady
month,
shirt.
Jeremy talked about this awesome custom Tom Brady Tampa Bay jersey that he loves. He's like, man, dude, I'm gonna wear this. It's like Ryan pulls out of his trunk this jersey all squished up and shoved with all this dirt and everything, and he pulls it out. He's like, "What the
In the
freak?"
toolbox. And like
Ryan
the
cussed him
toolbox.
out. It was the best. I wish I had recorded that. That was that started the whole thing. I was laughing so hard.
This is how you treat Tom fucking Brady.
Yeah, that was freaking funny. You're like, you pulled it out and he goes, "Oh yeah, there it is." And Ryan just ripped him a new one for. He's like, all we heard about was this jersey, and you just shoved it in your toolbox.
Yeah. Average Welder becomes a channel member. Thank you, Average Welder. Jay Beck for 2. Now he's got his crappy plaque. Can I unsubscribe?
Yeah, you can.
They can't take it back, is what
Not much going on over there.
Too high strung. Don't feel bad, Jay. The big play button's hurt.
The button wasn't really like that's cool. I appreciate it. The button wasn't really. It was just like, to be honest, I just wanted the freaking check mark. That's about it. The button is the button.
Earl Nomic for 5. Dear Chief DEI Officer RK, I'd like to report a hate crime. Beardo canceled me on X. Dates to follow, J Migo. Will he block you or something?
He blocked him for calling his legs skinny or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, we'll talk. I'm going to be on Earl's podcast, so.
Well,
we're going to talk finances, man. I'm all in on this Bitcoin stuff and everything that's going on, the rate cuts, all that. Man, ETF stocks, everything. I'm all in on all that stuff. It's a personal hobby of mine.
Accident seller for Norwegian 20. My pager's heating up. What is happening? Yeah, fucking rough.
Bro, who, like, just on a serious note, who still has pagers? Doctors, or does anybody still have pagers? Like government workers?
So criminal and terrorist organizations do use pagers. They're less easy to fucking track and get like tangible information from and stuff. So yeah, criminal and terrorist organizations do use pagers.
They got to be those text pages, right? You can receive a full text on them, and like instead of just getting a number to call.
I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna pretend like I know everything about it, but if they really wanted to blow their dicks off, they should have blown up all the goats, you know. Low for 2 pounds. Papa Nurgle loves all his J's and gives many gifts.
Thank you.
Jay just got my joke 5 seconds after I said it.
Yeah.
Jason D for 2. Where are all my Nurgles at? Stephen De Leon for Ryan's new toupee fund. Bro, my hair's a little fucking crazy. It's a little fucking crazy. Not gonna lie. I totally lost my spot. Crappy plaque. There it is. Nurgles. Stephen De Leon for 2. I said that one. Tobias for 2. The only good space pirates are from Metroid. Accident so. There's only one space pirate, and it's Captain Harlock.
Aw, hail MAGA.
Maddening for 5. Jay, Crichton's Pirate Latitudes is a book you may enjoy if you haven't read it yet. I've never read that.
I have never read that either.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Pirate Latitudes?
Rachel Green. Jay and his laugh warms my heart. Ryan and his aggression kind of turns me on. Hey, I will take it, Rachel Green. I ain't looking to warm your heart. So,
did you kill that deer in the picture, or is it just photography?
That's the last thing I care about. But C Black for 199. Agatha is better than I thought. My wife loved it. It's made for people like your wife, C Black. I think that we're gonna see a lot of the gay shit later on, based on the reviews and everything everything we heard from the cast and crew. Jay Frazier for 5. Hail G&G on yesterday's stream. Jeremy didn't know if the word pestilence. Instead, he pronounced it persistence.
Persistence, yeah.
Also, has anyone seen Penguin? No, it's one of the things I want to watch before FNT. I want to see Penguin, and I got to watch Rings of Power.
Where can you watch Penguin?
Max.
Oh, okay.
Max. So,
I still haven't finished House of the Dragon.
Well, you got 2
I heard
years.
it was a little disappointing, that's all. For
a finale, it felt like the 8th episode of a 10-episode season.
Oh, okay.
Which it was supposed to be. AD the Demon Slayer for 5. I still don't think the CEO wrote those words, but he seems to agree with them. He's smart to play along and go with it just to piss him off. Ministry of Wrong Thing for 5. Not whining, but how is Nintendo suing Power World not the lead story? Well, I fucking figured you guys had talked about that over the past couple days. So I don't know. Didn't it break like fucking 2 days ago? But I just went with stuff that I had seen specifically kind of breaking and developing yesterday for the title of the stream. I did hear Nintendo suing Pal World. I think a lot of people assumed that it was.
I think that's it, though, right?
At some point. Yeah. But I don't really know too much about it. I don't know if it's going to be a lawsuit that takes place here in the United States or in Japan. I think it'll probably be in Japan, and I quite frankly have fucking no idea how a lot of shit works there. So, other than breaking news of Nintendo finally suing Pal World, I really don't have too much to say on the topic because I just don't know. Ministry of Wrong Thing. By the way, love the background, Ryan. It matches your personality. Thank you.
That's pretty good.
Where the fuck did I go? Raven Black Sparrow with a gifted membership. Thank you, Raven. On your left, Kves, Jabba, and Hatiz. Oh my god. Bro. What if Kves shows up in Dave Filoni's movie? And also, she'll be probably fucking hotter than she was in the game. Cal Kestis, what's that kid's name?
Yeah.
Whatever that actor's name is.
Cal Kestis. Oh, his actor? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. What if Cal Kestis shows up in the finale?
That's it. That's in this time frame, right? Because that game takes place after Return of the Jedi. Does it not?
No, that takes place. You fight fucking Darth Vader in Jedi Fallen Order, so no. But in theory, we don't know what happens to Cal Kestis. He could still be alive.
He'd be older. Yes. Man, it's been a while.
That's all right. It's all right, Jay. No one cares about Star Wars anymore.
I know. It's like it's just one of those things.
Jay, your plaque, letter, and ... might be small, but you have the biggest heart out there. You will always be our biggest J Bear.
Oh, thanks, Shakira.
I think it's Chikara, but
yeah, but she doesn't mind.
Yeah, probably not. Hope you get your big heart, your enlarged heart checked out, Jay. Average Welder for 5. Love you, Jay.
Back at you, man.
Ginger Beard. Remember 17 months. It's a huge disappointment where Dragon Age is gone. The first game, Origins, classic RPG with a great story, in-depth characters, and engrossing dark world. I guess we should kind of talk about that, shouldn't we, Jay? Don't you think?
Man, you're going to show the video of that lady?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if lady is the appropriate term, but yeah.
Sorry, they, them.
We should talk about this. I don't know if you remember this, but the next Dragon Age has been pretty highly anticipated for a couple years. People weren't super happy with the way the last entry went, but still, with a franchise like Dragon Age, people were interested to see where the franchise was going to go next. And when people got the first look, the first official reveal for Dragon Age the Veilguard, well, let's just say it didn't go over very well. Got mass disliked, almost 300,000 dislikes to less than 50,000 likes. A lot of people didn't like the tone of the game, the way some of the characters were depicted. And of course, people have been on high alert now for what this game is going to do, especially after the game director confirmed that really at the heart of this is going to be inclusivity. That's what it's all about. We want you to be able to choose the pronouns that best suit you. We really care about diversity, inclusion in this game. That's what we want to focus on. Maybe it's not a surprise that that's what the game director decided to focus on. This is the game director, by the way. But now here we are, and we get to see exactly what some of that inclusivity means, Jay. Dragon Age the Veilguard character creator has option for top surgery scars. Now, the idea of adding scarring for character creators, that's something that's been around for a very long time, because maybe you want to show that this person's been through a battle or they got raked across the face by a bear, some crazy shit. In this one, they're specifically adding scars for mentally deranged people who cut off their breasts. That's what you can look forward to for Dragon Age the Veilguard. This is a next level. This goes beyond character customization to like activism and fetishism. That's what this is about. But here you go. You can see some people are excited about it.
But he, him, she, her, and they, them, and then your gender is man, woman, non-binary. Love that. Love the inclusivity. Top surgery scars are also included in this for all of our trans and non-binary rooks out there. I absolutely was blown away by this. It's beautiful to see the inclusion in the game and to see.
Hold on a second. That's a freak. What is that? An elf? What is that thing? Why does that thing need top surgery scars? What the freak is that? Obviously, it doesn't have a package. Look at that. They must have cut off his wiener as well. The freak is that? How are you happy about that?
Well, if you got top surgery scars, you wouldn't have been born with a dick anyway. Maybe we should get like a scar here or here where they like ripped off all the fucking skin to graft a fake penis. I don't know.
Look at this lady talking about it too. She's seen some biscuits and gravy in her life. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know anything about who this is or who's making this, but this is just a video I saw making the rounds. I am all for character customization that allows you to do a lot of different things. This goes beyond the pale. The idea of adding this and encouraging this fucking, it is a mental problem, right? Now we are celebrating it and encouraging it and fetishizing it. That's what this is all about. And this is just going to be another nail in the coffin for Dragon Age the Veilguard, which already had to deal with a lot of controversy. This is ridiculous.
It's disgusting, man. It's freaking disgusting. It's serious mental issues, man. Like, sorry, like it's just, I'm not a doctor, but dear God, like you're playing as like a goblin, an elf, a billy goat man, and you want to put top surgery scars on them so you feel included.
Yeah, like you need these like dragon demons to also have gender dysphoria and want to cut shit off of them, right? Like you have to have it. You have to have it for representation. That's fucking weird, dude.
What escapism has gone, man. Like they don't even understand what that is. Escapism has been shot out the window. You play these games anyway. I'll go on a whole rant here, Crazy. That's disgusting.
I think Jeremy will play it.
Well,
Jeremy should play
it. That's a whole nother conversation for another time.
Jeremy should play it and make his character as diverse as
I'm curious to see now, like with all that stuff coming out, like how well it'll do.
I don't know.
I wonder.
No predictions. No predictions from me.
The argument is
very upset about this.
The thing is, the argument is, you guys don't have to put it in if you don't want to. Like, what's the problem? You don't have to. That's a huge problem. Okay, that whole thing is a freaking huge problem. Like we can go on and on about like that type of stuff that they do to children. It's like that's a huge problem. So anyway, trying to bite my tongue a little bit. That's all. It's not my channel.
Good. I don't want you going on any unhinged rants, Jay.
Gosh.
But yeah, Dragon Age the Veilguard, that's the newest. We're really excited for Dragon Age the Veilguard to release. Biggles Mets for 2. If Jay's caught me anything, it was to push poo.
I never push anyone.
You never push poo?
No.
You just relax and let it come out when it's ready.
I think he's talking about Winnie.
Oh, my bad. No. Elena Walker for 5. Why do the two of you look like y'all been taken hostage by the homo Jeremy, forced to make videos? Get haircuts and touch some grass, you figs.
Actually, I did.
I've been out of town for the past couple of days taking care of some stuff, so I will be back. Definitely for my Sunday stream, I'll be back in my normal setup.
I cut the grass yesterday.
Did you touch it though?
It was all over me. I'm not very good. Like I get that weed whacker
off your legs and shit when you got done.
I get that weed whacker going, man. Like there's like cuts all over my legs. I don't know what happened. I think it's like I hit rocks or something and they just fling up on me. You
gotta make sure you're taking the right angle and walking.
The worst thing I ever did with that weed whacker was I was cutting around a tree and there was like some fire ant mound that I just wasn't paying attention and I flung all these ants all over me. Man, it was awful. You're just kind of cutting, you start feeling them bite, and you're like, what the freak is that? And you got to run to the hose.
I feel like you're holding the weed whacker the wrong way.
It gets the job done.
It'd like put it on the other side of you, and like when you're moving that way, so it's not flinging shit on you, and instead it's flinging shit down.
Maybe.
Prince Vegeta for 10. Jesus, Ryan, I could land a Star Destroyer on your forehead. Jay, stay handsome. Only a victory class.
Thank you.
Not an Imp Star Deuce. Taker for 2. I only thought Samsung Notes blew up. I remember like 15, maybe 10 years ago where like Samsung phones, if it was specifically if you were charging them, and it probably happened for people that were like in the bed with the phone and had a pillow over top of it, that they would like get too hot when they charged, and if you block them, a couple of them did explode. I would still rather risk getting blown up, getting my fingers blown up on my Samsung phone, than have a fucking retard iPhone like a bunch of you losers out there. Maximus for 199. Are you retarded?
iPhone.
Yeah, there you go. Pokey for 10. One of the game directors for Dragon Age is trans, which kind of explains why they're weird character creation choices. The YouTube vids from the game should be interesting. They are very trans. Accident Seller. Ryan, Google Harlock Arcadia ship. It's the most awesome pirate spaceship. It's anime. Let the stream see it. Millennium Falcon, eat your heart out. I don't really feel in a cooperative mood, but all right. Harlock Arcadia ship. What?
I'm not in a cooperative mood.
I'm not.
That's pretty funny.
All right, this is what we're looking at here. Looks like a fucking submarine that kind of turned into a spaceship type of vibe. Skull and crossbones. Cool. There you go. That's the Harlock Arcadia ship. T-Fizz for 5. It's set in a magical universe, but they have to go through surgery to change genders. Yeah, apparently. Raiden Roach, have a good rest of the day. Have a great football weekend. Go Big Orange. Congrats on the small plaque, Jay. At least it's something. Cheers.
Of course. Thank you.
Ryan Shatner's The Classics for 5. My loneliness is killing me. And I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
It's a nice little Britney Spears thing.
Speaking of crazy bitches. Essen441 for 10. Usually the problem is that normal people can't make a character that's conventionally attractive. Now this is just the devs pushing their fetish smut onto the general gamer. Jason Yankovic for 5. BioWare's dead to me, and the original people are gone, some not by choice. I wonder if EA will let them survive another failed game. Don't know. Crit Nature. Here's the key to my philosophy. A freak like me just needs infinity. Hope you know that banger, Ryan. Thank you. Ministry of Wrong Thrive. Someone should slap a mirror on a TV and sell as an inclusive game where retards can see themselves. Bro, just tape like a mirror onto a 60-inch TV and be like, now you can see yourself in all of your programming. You didn't feel represented by the latest Disney animated movie? Well, this is for you. River Miles for 10s. Top surgery scar toggled on puts charisma, wisdom, and intelligence stats to 0. That would be funny. Chris Bolts for 5. We're supposed to be an enlightened civilization, yet we're engaged in behavior even third world countries don't engage in. It's sickening. Low or IO for 5. Finally, a game that accommodates buck wild roleplay. Truly, we are living in a future where everyone can freak off like Diddy. Yes, comes with 1,000 bottles of baby oil. MJ UK, go on a rant, Jay. Do it. It's healthy to express oneself. Besides, let's just screen capture Ryan and blame him. So have at it.
Yeah, I don't want to get blamed. I don't want Ryan to get blamed for something I do. Happens too often.
It does. I catch a lot of heat.
Yeah.
I had to edit that because YouTube wouldn't let you say hostage, that we were hostages. Well, thanks for the edit, Elena. Biggles for 5J. You came into my stream and told me to push that bear, so I crashed into a log next minigame.
Sorry about that.
Ministry of Wrong Thing. I trimmed around the tree and hit a mound. Is getting clipped and memed into a men's hair trimmer ad.
Hey, send me some money. I'd be happy to do it.
Kevin for $20. So close. No matter how far, it couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are and nothing else matters. Thank you for the $20 super chat, Kevin. Black Kane for 5. What third world democratically elected government are you overthrowing this week, Ryan? I will neither confirm nor deny. Just say, hey, keep an eye on the news in Africa. Andrew, Earl Nomic becomes a new member. Thank you, Earl Nomic. Andrew. Effin' Dave for 5. Dragon Age Veilguard isn't going to fail. It's doing fairly well on pre-orders. Remember, they have a very long coattails to ride. Hopefully, it's the last Dragon Age game. We'll see. We'll see how it does. It certainly doesn't seem like most people are that receptive to the game. Jose Contreras for 1. G&G Daily and TNME just became read chats for 45 minutes. News for 15. Make a new show called Reading Super Chats and Making Fun at Beardo. Also, Jay sent you the pirate trailer on X.
Oh, thank you.
Ryan's gay hair for $1. At least use some conditioner on me, man. I always use conditioner. Well, almost always. Bronsonite for $1. I'm looking forward to I, Racist, starring Ryan Kinnell and Jay and Silent Beardo's Creole Haitian barbecue adventure. Bronsonite for $1. Nice. For inclusivity's sake, they should also include heroin tracks and meth mouth. Mentally disturbed individuals. Can your pronouns be gender dysphoria? Maybe. Pat for $1 says, Nurgle, please. I hate that you've created that now, Jay.
I am too.
Elena Walker, hostage and homo. But if I was saying I'm trans and I mutilated this, that, and the other, that's fine. Okay, YouTube. Elena's finding all the hypocrisy.
Interesting.
I'm trans and I cut my dick off. See if you can super chat that next time. But do it on Monday where Jeremy has no idea the context. All right, Jay, that's it for us. We've been going an hour. What do you got going on this weekend?
Just videos. That's it. It's become my life.
Me too. Yeah, that's it for us. I'll be on Friday Night Tights a little bit later. The background will be exactly the same, but it's probably the last stream you'll have to see this background on before I get back to my setup at home. So yeah, but I think that's it. I think the shirt thing we were fucking promoting, I think that's over.
It's over. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's over. So, all right, that's going to be it. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us this entire time, and we will talk to you next week. Maybe next Friday we'll be together again. You never quite know on G and G Daily. Bye, guys. Say bye, Jay.